came here to find out about the mask, but there's something I've got to do first. 6 months ago, I sent one girl to the morgue and very nearly killed another. Since then, I thought of coming here to apologize to my Kawana countless times, but I couldn't will myself to see her and be faced with my failures. I think of the fear and hurt in her eyes, and I feel nothing but shame. For my own peace of mind, I need to tell her the truth about that day and about how I lost control. Hopefully, she can find it in herself to forgive me enough to help me with my investigation of the mask. Wait. It's fall. Why are there cherry blossoms blooming? It's like nothing has changed since that day. Welcome to Off Frame Games. My name is Chris, and we are back playing Tokyo Dark. In the last episode, we've decided to go and find out about the mask. The mask itself is a tool, and the dark, well, the dark is annoying, but the dark is also... Oh, hey, man. Oh, hey, it's you. I was reading the papers, and I saw your picture. And then I saw the picture on the TV news, and maybe the 7chan message boards after I looked you up. I'm sorry, I was curious. I remember meeting you, and I couldn't believe it. It was like I met a celebrity or something. Oh, of course, it's not good or anything, but you know, you never know who you'll meet in this business. Everyone here seems so unassuming. I mean, it's not to say any of it was your fault or anything. No. Okay, so the message boards were pretty bad. That's a lot of bad stuff on there. Like, wow, pretty wild stuff there. Are you done, man? Oh, right. Sorry. Yes. Hello again. Thank you. Something's weird. Something is definitely weird. So the grandmother gave him a mask. I need the mask. Why would... Was it an artifact? Do I tell the station guard about the mask? If I talk about the mask too readily... Am I gonna have to give it back? I need the mask. I don't want to steal shit again. Oh, I see. I'm sure it'll turn up. I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna leave. Just gonna leave here, not talk about the mask anymore. Go away, no visitors. Yeah, hey, lady, I'm not a visitor, I'm your friend. I want to talk to you about shit. Hi, Crow. Hi, like, weirdly realistic Crow that, you know, hangs around all the damn time. Let's get this over with. Hi. Hey. Hi. I don't know if you remember me, but, I don't have a gun this time. Cherry blossoms fell gently at my feet as I approached the Kawana family shrine. In front of me was my Kawana, still dressed in the outfit of the shrine maiden. She had seen me approach and stood there, frozen and terrified, the same helpless look on her face as when she had a knife to her throat months ago. This time, it was me she was terrified of. We were the only two people at the shrine, yet I couldn't shake the feeling of being followed. A familiar presence watched from the shadows. No, go, you son of a bitch! You know what? No, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna stand here. Hey, Mask, look, shut up, Mask. No. I'm looking at you, you're looking at me, I'm not gonna do shit. No. I won't do it. Why now? Why her? I don't have to do what you say. I'm not a puppet. You son of a bitch. I can choose. You, detective from before. Why are you just standing there? Is it over? I'm fine. Sorry to scare you. I'm here to talk to you. See, I've never been good at apologies. I'm sorry for everything I put you through. I've been meaning to talk to you ever since that day. I should have come sooner. You're here to apologize? Now? I didn't hear from anyone in 6 months. The police only talked to me once, and then everyone here started avoiding me and acting like it never happened. I guess that makes me the last person you'd want to see now. After that day, I'm sure some police came by and told you that I was only following procedure, and that was bullshit. Police in this country don't go around shooting people, and I didn't feel myself and lost control. I put you at risk. It sounds vague to say I lost control at such a critical time, I bet. But that's the truth. The truth, it's strange, isn't it? The cherry blossoms, I mean. It's silly, but every time someone comes here and says how beautiful they are, I get so mad. It's like they don't understand my feelings at all. But that's selfish. It's not like I want everyone to suffer along with me. I imagine the only one who would understand that is you, Detective. Your name's Itō, right? It's so quiet here. It's hard to imagine something like that day in April really happened. In a place so peaceful. But it did. I know that you and your partner were only doing what you could to save me, but I wish I could have helped. I felt so helpless. You had a knife to your neck. There's not really much you can do. At least you told me the truth. Thank you. You know, I asked Grandma about the mask the redheaded girl was after, and she denied knowing anything. But it was a lie. I found one of her old journals at the shrine, and she wrote that the mask was important and had to be hidden away. Why would she lie to me? I'm sick of everyone always trying to protect me by covering everything up. Grandma hasn't been the same since that day either. She'd shut herself in their house and mumbles to herself about darkness and purity. Hold up, rewind there. Purity. This is the first time we've had any type of connection to the darkness, to any whatever. But purity is an odd term. Weird. Okay. I'm so worried about her. My gut tells me that mask has something to do with it. I'm sorry. Listen to me rambling away. I bet you don't even care about any of that. Oh no, I totally care. The truth is, I actually think you're right about the mask having something to do with all this strangeness. Actually, I kinda came here to ask you about it. You think that too? Then let me help you. I don't know anything about. I don't know anything, but maybe Takashi does. Oh, sorry, Takashi's my brother. He used to live in Kamakura with me and Grandma, but he left the first chance he got. We talk on the phone all the time, but he refuses to come back and visit. I get the feeling he knows something I don't, but he won't even tell me how my parents died. Where does your brother live? He's an instructor at a kendo dojo in Akasura in Tokyo. I hear he's a big shot in the kendo world. No, sounds like a good place to start. Do you think he'll speak to me? You can try. He's never been very good at opening up to strangers, though. This is worth a shot. Thanks for helping me, Mai. Bye, Mai. I'm glad I didn't shoot you. 'Cause 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 I did Bye. Asakusha. Look, I will be completely honest. I'm probably mispronouncing 90 to 80% of all these words. My investigation up to the point led me to believe that finding Takashi Kawana would be difficult and convoluted, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Turns out, his kendo dojo was well regarded as a popular training spot for a few national champions and several of the city's police officers. The latter made me nervous. The information I was asking for was sensitive, and I didn't want word of my investigation finding its way back to headquarters. A few misfired questions would end up in the officers knocking on my door, or worse, Kamakura himself calling me up. I had to be cautious. Super serious? Super stealthy? I probably have to buy an octopus ball in a second, but I'm gonna talk to these three guys because they're just standing here. So I found three guys. They seem out of place wearing yakutas and redhead, black man, white man. But apparently they're from here and they know all this stuff. So, do you know about this dojo? You guys come here every year. You must know the area pretty well by now. I'm looking for a kendo dojo. Where Takashi Kawana works should be in this area. Kawana? Why does that name sound so familiar? Oh right, he's a kendo instructor at the dojo right behind us. Right behind us. People say he's some kind of prodigy. I wouldn't be surprised if he'd become a master in my time. Supposedly, he's very particular about who he trains. I suppose he doesn't want to waste his time with people who aren't serious. It makes sense when you think about it. With how good he is, he must get a ton of wannabe kendo masters coming into him. It seems like he'll train a lot of police too. In the time we've been standing here, we've seen a few come in and out. All that, and I think he's still in his 20s. For someone so young, he must be under a lot of pressure. No kidding. I've heard talk of an interdimensional kendo tournament, and it's becoming a matter of pride for the different regional departments. I wish my work did martial arts competition between departments. Then it would work out, and working out the unspoken tension between me and my boss quite like a good smack to the jawline. Police fighting each other? That's must be pretty brutal. I mean, it's police in Japan, don't really have to use force all that much, though. Yeah, I shot 3 people. Anyways, how do you know so much about the dojo anyway? I mean, I live in Shiganawa, and I don't know anything about that specific about it. You see it says right here in the dojo's flyer. He was out here 10 minutes ago before you came handing him out. Kind of seemed a little prickly, so he didn't want to talk to him, though. I admit it would have been much cooler if we had known that off the top of our heads. But we're glad to be able to help you regardless. That makes you feel a bit silly now. Trying to learn more about him from a flyer. Considering you trained so many police, I'm surprised he never heard of him until now. Are you associated with the police somehow? Oh, me? No, of course not. No. Can't you see my little badge? It says punk on it. I'm an investigator. See, like, private detective. For private detective. Listen, if anybody's come by asking about a female detective, just, Oh, sorry, I don't speak Japanese, right? Exactly. Thank you, redheaded man. Love you. Anyways, I should be going. Sorry to bother you. Thanks for the information, guys. Our pleasure. Good luck at the dojo. Let us know if you learn any kendo tricks. The men in the department always puffed out their chests when they talked about the kendo competition, like it was something to impress me or something. Never paid it much attention. Still, it's strange that someone related or family to the mask has yet another tie to my old life. Takushi Kawana seems like an interesting guy, but very serious and not keen on strangers. At least I didn't have to use any English. That would have been a disaster. Who are you? Okay. Super serious man, super serious Kendo Master. Kendo Master. He is... Am I a friend of Mai's? Or Detective Itō? If I am a detective, he may or may not train me. However, being trained, while unlikely, is also probably the easiest way to get him to open up. However, being a friend of Mai would probably allow. No. If I am a friend of Mai's that just randomly appears in front of him, I'd be on my guard. Detective, huh? I recognize you from the papers. This is about Mai, right? I knew it! Friend of Mai's. Okay. I had a few questions about your family. Mai said you could help. She did she? How'd you get that out of her, I wonder? I'm sorry, Detective. I don't know anything about my family that would be of use to you. I haven't even asked you anything yet. Good. Let's keep it that way. At any rate, I'm busy. You can see yourself out. That actually went as well as I expected. Well, that didn't go well. Maybe Mai will know how to soften her brother up. Hey, so I found your brother. He was not happy to see me whatsoever. Yes, you found my big brother. All right, he's been protective of me ever since we were little. Yeah, I know I'm probably overstepping my boundaries, but would you be willing to come talk to him? I don't think he'll tell me anything on my own. You want me to help? You know, seeing you again really got me thinking. I decided that even if everyone's trying to hide it, I can't sit here and ignore what's happening. I need to understand why my family has been acting so strangely. Even my own brother is keeping me in the dark. I'm so sick of it. Sure, I'll come with you, Itō. If I went alone, he'd probably pat me on the head and send me on my way. But if you're right there, I'm sure he'd tell me about my parents, the mask, and everything. Are you sure that's what you want? Sometimes not knowing is better, Mai. No more stupid little Mai. I'd rather be hurt than know than be happy and ignorant. But before we go, let's check on Grandma. These days she doesn't know where I am, and it can really set her off. Sure, let's talk to Grandma. This is not gonna turn out well at all, is it? I feel like an RPG protagonist right now. Like I know Mai is here with me, but she's like in my body, so it's yeah. I said no visitors. Leave me alone. Grandma, it's me. Please open the door. Mai, it's you. Please come in. Yes, come in. Oh, for sure, I'll come in. Oh, by the way, I'm just kind of following you around, following your daughter. And let's go back into the creepy thing. Wait, what is she doing here? It's okay, Grandma. She's here to help. Help? Ha, don't make me laugh. You were supposed to help me, remember? I felt something, and you were going to free me from the past. I don't remember any of this conversation, old lady. For you? What are you talking about? You talking about the mask? Do not discuss that horrid thing here. No matter how far you go, I can still feel it, like needles on my skin dragging me into it. In my dreams, I can still see that place. Have you seen it too, Detective? A dark place where those we've lost reside. I'm so old and have wasted so much time, and yet the pain won't go away. My poor Emiko. I miss her so much. If only I could have found her. Emiko? You mean Mom? Find her? What are you talking about? She's gone. Takashi told me she died after I was born. Yes, of course. You shouldn't be asking about such things, Mai. If it weren't for this woman, you'd be safe at the shrine. Like 5 minutes ago, the mask kept telling me to kill her. How was she safe? No, Grandma, you're wrong. I'm not safe while everyone lies to me. I'm going to seek Takashi. If you don't tell me the truth, he will. Mai, listen to yourself. You must stop. Opening the doors to the past will solve nothing, except it will solve everything. So, I mean, you're crazy, lady. Ever since you were little, I've done what I could to protect you and your brother. Please don't go down this path. You look so much like her, you know. Your mother... Why is the mask telling me to kill somebody that looks like her mom? And you, Detective. Perhaps my granddaughter is too naive to see it, but you can't hide it from me. I know what you've seen, what you think you're able to do. But keep my family out of it. We've suffered enough. You don't know anything about me, and besides, I'm not the one hiding things from my family. If I had a mic, I'd drop it. If I wanted to buy a new mic, I would drop this mic. Tell me, do you know the story Izanagi and Izanumi? Yes, Persona 4, Persona 5, Shin Megami. There's Izanagi and Izanumi always come a lot. I think even Okami actually had alludement to those two. Grandma, this again? I'm sure Ito's not interested in hearing some old myth. Really, we should get going. Stay right there. Though I've told you this story so many times, you don't seem to grasp its importance. I think it would be of fair use to this woman to hear it. Izanagi and Izanumi were the first of the gods. Okay, you know what? The old lady voice is not working out. Izanagi and Izanumi were the first of the gods, known to us as Akami. In legend, it was the drops of ocean water that fell from Izagi's jeweled spear that created the islands of Japan. When they descended to our land, they brought their love and devotion with them to the realms of mortals. Izanagi and Izanumi had many children, the deities of nature that inhabit the natural world all around us. For a time, life was peaceful. However, as Izanami gave birth to Kagasuchi, the kami of fire, she was horribly burnt and suffered mortal wounds. As she lay dying, the face of her mortality, new kami were born from her suffering. Kami that hid away from the light. When Izanumi passed, Izanagi was inconsolable, and in his rage, he struck down the children that killed his love. Unable to accept her death, he ventured deep underground to Yomi no Kuni, the land of the dead. Half blind and distraught with grief, he wandered into the darkness until he finally heard the voice of his beloved. Though unable to see her face, Izanagi begged Izanumi to return with him. Izanami replied that she would try and ask the gods of Yomi no Kuni permission to return to the land of the living. Incapable of restraining his desire to see his love, Izanagi set his coma light in order to look upon his lost love. What greeted him was the sight of her decaying, worm-eaten face, and yet still mostly pretty, so, I mean, it ain't that bad. In horror, Izanagi attempted to flee Yomi no Kuni. Izanami, enraged, sent dark spirits to pursue him and drag him back to her. After narrowly escaping, Izanagi sealed the entrance of Yomi no Kuni with a great boulder. So you see, it is our mortality that brings suffering in the world, yet resisting it is a perversion of the natural order. Being mortal means we must accept that we cannot control life and death. Detective, some things cannot be changed and some doors should never be opened. However, you are actually saying two completely different things. The story of Izanagi and Izanumi means basically that you can't keep going back and you cannot go you cannot go looking for the past only to find suffering and then turn your back on it or run away from it. No, you have to admit that it was and is a thing. And to be fair, I'm going to open up the damn boulder. Grandma, you're talking about stories and myths. We're talking about real things. The story may be a myth, but there is truth within it. Can't you see that? The things you pursue, they're unnatural, unclean. Heed my warnings and stop this foolishness. I won't let you involve my family any further. First, those bastards take my Imiko. Then you show up. Perhaps I'm being punished for my sins. Mai, come here. Come here, my sweet child. We must keep you safe from her. No, Grandma, I've told you already. I'm going to see Takashi. I'm an adult now, and you can't tell me what to do anymore. No, you can't. You can't go. We must protect our family from outsiders, Mai. You're reopening those old wounds. Leave us alone. Let us heal. Look, lady. I am not your problem. Your problem is right here. Right in your head. Right here. I have the mask. I've been dealing with the same shit you've been dealing with. But here's the difference between you and I, old lady. I'm gonna use this mask and face my darkness. Face the suffering. Look it dead in the eye and say I'm sorry. But what has happened has happened, and at the end of the day, I have to move on. And I'd give Izanumi a hug. And probably like, I don't want to burn the bridges and leave her trapped in a fucking cave. Sorry, the land of the dead. Heal? You think I want to heal? Can't you see how much these lies have hurt me already? You're the one wounding me, Grandma, not Itō. You're delusional. You tell us stories about kami and spirits. Takashi might hide things from me too, but at least he makes sense. This time he's going to tell me the truth about everything. About Mom and Dad too. No, stop. I'll tell your parents how they... You can't, can you? You never told me how they died. The reasons always change every time I ask. No, look, look, listen, Mai. I've got some candy in the back. If you just go grab it, you can have it all. You can have all the candy. I promise not to lock the door. Look, your parents might be listening. They're still out there. And they haven't forgiven me. Can't you see that? They? What are you talking about? You're insane. I'm sorry, I spoke to you that way. I'll be back to check on you soon. Don't go. No, don't go. Goodbye, Grandma. Later, Granny. I'm sorry. She's gotten much worse since you last saw her. No, it's fine. Why do you think she told us that story? Look, I love any forms of mythology, and the stories of Izanagi and Izumi. Look, okay, my pronunciation of words that are not in front of my face is crap. So we know this already. So don't, yeah. It's an interesting story. And one that always comes up in a lot of games. So about Izanagi, I don't know. It was kind of creepy, wasn't it? She was talking about it like she really believed it. Come on, let's go see Takashi. I'm gonna bounce out of here. Go. You know what? This guy is probably gonna say something as I literally take my elsewhere. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Where do you think you're going? Maya and I are leaving. What of it? Oh, well, you can't. I got a call from Maya's grandmother, and she said she's having health issues, and so she has to stay. I didn't ask what they were. Wouldn't want to be caught fainting on my shift again, but it must be pretty bad if she called. Maya's an adult. Her grandmother can't keep her here. Let's go. No. You don't understand. You're not going anywhere. Oh, look. Oh, he's serious. You look at the shiny in the eyes. Is there no other way but to use violence? Well, I'm gonna check one thing real quick. So I know that you're super serious, but I win. Okay, so this is weird sometimes. When I'm reading, I'm actually looking at the portrait and then reading from that. However, it's happened on 2, maybe 3 occasions where the portrait is actually of a different person. It's not bad, and it's just a minor little bug at most. However, it is very difficult when I'm trying to voice different people. Aito, what are you doing? Is he going to be okay? Oh no, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. I just backhanded him. He's cool. Why did he stop us like that? He's never done that before. Still, you shouldn't have done that. Let's just go. We'll be fine. We can't just leave him here. What if he's hurt? He's okay. Look, let's go. He might not be the only one who wants to stop us, but okay. Let's go. Well, I punched you guys, so what's my standings at? My professionalism is actually not that bad. I'm still, oddly enough, professional. My insanity is just whatever. Well, with that, what we're going to do is we're going to end today's episode, and we will meet back. We'll meet back tomorrow, talking to the brother. Obviously, it's been a long series, and it's been a long series of confusion. There's a lot of things going on with a lot of underlying double talk. The story of Izanagi and Izanumi are related. The stories of darkness and purity are related. The mask, which is trying to control me, is definitely related. However, all of this is, again, double talk, and all of it is going to still be very confusing up until I manage to go to find out what the dark is. I will see you on the next episode. If you enjoy the content, leave a like, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think, and of course, I will see you tomorrow. Later.